think a long-term strategy for managing invasive annual grasses really fits directly in with management goals for that specific property or management unit. And being able to maybe articulate what those goals are. And maybe for some, that looks like eradication or near eradication from their specific management unit, which might be more likely at sort of an earlier stage of invasion. I think for some folks, a long-term strategy might look like I'm going to find a way to obtain beneficial uses of the annual grasses that I have. And maybe they plan grazing in such a way that over time it leads to a slow reduction in those annual grasses and hopefully an increase in some of the desirable perennials on those sites. And I'm not going to say it's an acceptance of the current situation, but it's adjusting their management approach to figure out how to recover some benefit from the sites that have been particularly impacted by annual grasses. And so I think it's going to look different depending on what their status of invasion and their recovery potential looks like. I think the key, and it's in the question itself, is long-term strategy. I think if we think in 3 to 5 year time snippets for invasive annual grasses, or really for managing rangeland plant communities in general, that kind of sort of ADD approach of I'm going to do something and I'm going to go somewhere else, I think likely is not beneficial for that site. It's not beneficial for the system. And if I think like sagebrush grassland biome wide, very different perspective. The strategy that's really being articulated now that I think makes a lot of sense. It really is this concept of defending and growing the core. However you want to define your core, rather than spending the majority of our focus on those areas that are extremely highly impact with low potential for success, focusing on defending those areas that still maintain a lot of the characteristics and qualities that we want to defend, and thinking from an invasion standpoint about minimizing the impacts to those sites that are already in good quality and then working out from there. The long-term commitment to those sites and revisiting those sites and monitoring and making sure that those sites are meeting the goals that we've established. I really think that commitment is what will lead to long-term enhancement and maintenance of those high-quality communities, while also improving plant communities with recovery potential that we can get in there and improve.